Anyway, I've gotten a lot of emails because I've been critical of my profession recently, the press, and people want to know, all right, fine, guy, what would you do? Actually, they never say guy, and the things they do say, well, I have been called worse from people who love me, so I'll let that slide. Nonetheless, the question is, what would I do differently? There are a lot of things that have to be done differently, but there's one thing that you can do as a manager right now to make a big change in the world of journalism. It just takes someone with some prescience of mind to understand this. Demand that your reporters do nothing but give out vetted, verifiable facts. You'll be leaps and bounds above everybody, and if you do it consistently, you will have an audience. I get asked this all the damn time from day one, and anyone who's worked with me when I've managed groups of people know this is what I would do. In fact, I've done this. I walk in and I say, listen, welcome to wherever you're working now. Your job is to provide vetted facts. I don't care whether you're right, left, or middle. I want vetted facts. I will ask vetted factual information from you. I don't care about your opinion. If a reporter comes to me and says, gee, this is what I think, I say to them, gee, I don't care what you think. I barely care what I think. What do you know? Go find the facts. And if we stay to that consistently, we will build an audience. But we don't do it very often, if at all. The other thing I'd say to an incoming reporter working for me is I would say, listen, remember Ben Bagdikian from the Washington Post, who said, and I quote, or I paraphrase, you shouldn't be worried about pleasing me. You shouldn't be worried about pleasing the owner. You shouldn't be worried about pleasing yourself. You should only be concerned about servicing the reader, providing the reader with the information needed. Their welfare is what you should be in it for. That's naive today because, man, we are a slave to the buck. But if you really want to do this profession right, that's where you have to be. And there is an audience for it because people want facts and they want to be able to trust someone. They always talk about, well, the good old days of Walter Cronkite. It wasn't the good old days of Walter Cronkite because it was the good old days. It was because back then, you knew if he was telling you something, it was going to be vetted facts. And if he weighed in with an opinion, he would label it as such. We don't have that today. That's my opinion. Anyway, peace, love, catch you next time. The name of the podcast is justaskthequestion.com. Wherever fine podcasts are sold. The name of the book where we talk about this often is Free the Press, now in its third printing. And of course, every week you can catch me in Salon with my weekly column on the White House. Catch you next time.